知人者智，自知者明。胜人者有力，知富。强行者有志。
What's MABS? MABS. That's a misguided ambition belief system. Hey old man, where are you from?
Not much is known about Lao Tzu. He was born in 604 BC. A legend has it that he was conceived by a shooting star. His name is translated to Old Master. When his mother gave birth to him, he was an old man at age 84. He was a government anarchist. After being disgusted by corruption of government, he left his career at home. Lao Tzu wrote down the Tao Te Ching, a written version of his wisdom, and it can be read in a couple of hours, but understanding it could take a lifetime. It was invented in China in medieval times. Came about as a reaction to the strict orthodoxy of Confucius and subsequent devotes of Confucianism. Willis universally acknowledged as containing some very wise truths. Confucianism is very inflexible and could almost be considered dogmatic. Early Taoists took great delight in debunking some of the myths created by the ruling Confucian orthodoxy, often using ironic humor as their most effective weapon.
What are you about?
Yeah.
What am I about?
The yin-yang theory is one of the most distinguishable theories in all of Taoism. It is a kind of logic in which two opposites are seen as a whole. It is based on two components, yin and yang. They are neither materials nor energy. They are complementary and form a method to explain relationships between two objects. Yin is known as the shady side and features less energetic qualities. Yang is known as the sunny side and features more energetic qualities. They always occur in pairs and feature complementary characteristics in nature.
The Taoists usually talked about yin and yang, weak and strong. When you have yin, you must have yang. When you have yang, you must have yin. They complement each other. For instance, you cannot succeed without failure. If you always succeed, you cannot succeed anymore. You've got to have some failure in order to succeed. It's all relative. Perhaps it's a good way to relieve anxiety. This is the theory of relativity. Things go hand in hand. To have good, you must have some bad. Otherwise, if there was nothing but good, there would be no good.
Taoist meditation is looser and more relaxed than many of the other Eastern schools of meditation. Using the principles of Jing and Ding, Taoist meditation seeks to invigorate and transform your innate spiritual energy to relieve stress, promote longevity, and improve your overall health. Each believer's goal is to harmonize themselves with the Tao. A great way to practice Taoism is to engage in martial arts. Taoist martial artists learn to defend themselves, not to attack others. Success in the martial arts requires discipline, self-control, and perseverance. Thus, they are also spiritual and mental activities. As a Chinese martial art, Kung Fu is based on Taoist philosophy, and the practitioner must develop a good understanding of the theories before reaching the higher levels of the art.
It is safe to say that many Taoists regard their diet as an extremely important to their physical, mental, and spiritual health in one way or another. They generally increase their daily intake of vegetables, fruits, seeds, herbs, and herbal tea. They also effectively decrease their intake of sugar, flour, rock salt, deep-fried foods, alcohol, tobacco, caffeine, beef, pork, lamb, spinach, and potatoes.
Wu Wei is an important concept of Taoism. It involves knowing when to act and when not to act. Another perspective to this is that Wu Wei means natural action. As planets revolve around the sun, they do this revolving but without actually doing it. Or as trees grow, they do without doing it. Thus, knowing when and how to act is not knowledge in the sense that one would think now is the right time to do this, but rather just doing it and doing the natural thing. In a basic sense, doing things on a subconscious level.
Well, Master, what could these people do to apply your principles to their lives?
Today, Lao Tzu might criticize America for concentrating too much on the yang element of Wu Wei. Our nation concentrates too much on earning wealth and consumption, leading us to debt and obesity. Taoism concentrates on moderation in order to bring harmony to the universe.
Both Buddhism and Taoism shapes happiness through intellectual cultivation. They both originated around the same time historically, although Taoism developed first. The Chinese also used similar Taoist terms to describe similar Buddhist ideas. This has led to countless poor translations of sutras from Pali, Sanskrit, and Tibetan into Chinese, and has caused a lot of misunderstandings. The Tao has a similar writing style to Chinese Zen writings. Buddhists are often encouraged to read alternative ideas and religions. Following another path while trying to be a Buddhist is specifically discouraged. Hinduism and Taoism are very similar because they both stress non-aggression and non-violence approaches. They both have ideals that revolve around good and evil. Taoism has yin and yang, while Hinduism has karma and reincarnation. Both believe in a power in the universe that has a way of balancing things out. Yin and yang is the symbol that balances good and evil in the world, while reincarnation and karma have a way of repaying souls for their decisions over the lifetimes that they live in search of moksha. There are many similarities between the Christian New Testament and the Tao. Some Taoists feel that Taoism spread to Israel in Jesus' time, influencing Christ. Most likely, the similarities are due to the universal nature of wisdom. Here are a few scriptures that share similar messages that are from the Bible as well as the Tao. Bible, Matthew, verse 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Tao, chapter 76. The soft and yielding people will prevail. Bible, Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 19. The more you talk, the more you are likely to sin. If you are wise, you will keep quiet. Tao, chapter 5. The mouth, on the other hand, becomes exhausted if you talk too much. Better to keep your thoughts inside you. Bible, Luke, chapter 17, verse 21. The kingdom of God is among you. Tao Te Ching 34. The great Tao flows everywhere.
不失其所者久，死而不亡者寿。